we're fighting at the Garden, baby. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Is there any more boxing going to be going on in your career looking forward?
The only person I want to beat up boxing-wise is Jake Paul. Diaz looked like dog crap. He don't know how to box. He keeps fighting all these guys that don't know how to box. So, I've been the MMA guy representing boxing since way before all these other fools, and I've been in there with real boxers. So, yeah, give me that fight, man. Give me the big money fight with him. Let's go.
And last one from me. Do you feel any pressure being the number 1 seed?
No pressure, man. We're confident and we're ready to go.
I think I was super frustrated last year over the way things played out, but I guess you get a fresh start here and made it to the playoffs. What is the feeling like for you right now?
It's well deserved. We're number 1 seed. We earned that. We earned everything leading up to this point, and we're going to earn our spot in the championship.
Yeah, it's exciting because it's the fight everybody wanted to see, right? But you can't really let yourself get into that, right? You're focused on the championship and the $1 million. Or does it excite you that this is the fight that I think everybody wanted to see this season?
Everybody wanted to see this fight because of Cassius Clay Collard. They want to see me fight him, so it's just me being me, doing my thing. So
I think the interesting part is he hasn't been through this grind like you have, and this is the busiest he's been in a decade and is starting to a number of fights. Do you think that provides you any advantage over him and that he hasn't, stayed this busy?
I got the advantage because I'm better, not because I'm fighting more, So I'm not really thinking a whole lot on it. I'm just thinking about getting in the cage and doing my thing. So.
Nice. Last thing for me, I think we're all expecting fireworks. That's what we're all hoping to see. Are you hoping to see that, or are you hoping to throw one punch, get out there in 10 seconds, and be fresh for the finals?
I mean, we're always hoping to get him out of there early. I think he's going to try to wrestle. So, as much as the fans want to see a banger, I think, after those first few minutes, we're going to see him try to take me down, hold me down. So.
Now, Clay, you had mentioned in an interview earlier that you wanted to welcome Shane Burgos to the PFL. What does it mean to you to be able to not welcome him, but take him on in this stage, at this part of the playoffs?
We're excited to get him out of there and move on to the championship. I'm looking to get into the championship, and he's in my way. So it could have been him, it could have been Bruno. It doesn't matter. It's me getting to the championship. So I'm excited I get to fight him. I'm excited I get to get him out of there.
Now, on the other side of the bracket, between Bruno and OAM, I believe, who do you see coming out on top of that?
I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. It's going to be me and OAM in the championship. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So.
And last question, describe your ideal fight. You go out there on Wednesday and doors close. What happens in order for you to get your hand raised?
We beat him up in the first round. We take him out early in the second round. That's probably what's going to happen.
Hey Clay, you've been vocal about how at times you don't love the point system, how things shake out. What do you make of Burgos being brought into this main event and the playoffs?
I think I'm going to beat him up, and that's all I really think. I'm not too worried about nothing else.
And lastly for me, your son Shay got his first haircut in April. What's the experience as a father watching your kids grow up?
So, correction, my son's name is Crew. My brother's son's name is Shay. What was the question again?
Shay got a haircut.
Oh, Crew. Yeah, Crew got a haircut. He needs another one. It's starting to get long again. So.
Thanks, Clay.
What's up, Clay? You recently went up to the top of the Empire State Building, did a little face-off with your opponent, Shane Burgos. Was there anything there? Did you sense any fear, smell fear, see anything behind his eyes?
He said he liked my mustache, which I like my mustache, so that's cool. We were both real smiley. He seems like a solid dude, and he seems like he's ready to fight. So I'm excited. I like tough guys. I like guys that like to fight because I like to fight. So I hope he brings it, and I'm ready to bring it.
On that note, I think you're objectively one of the most exciting fighters on the roster. You're definitely a fan favorite. But for this one, you're traveling into enemy territory. You're taking on Shane Burgos in his home state of New York. Have you experienced that in the past, and are you expecting the crowd to be at his back for this one?
You know, I got my girl in the stands, I got my brothers in the stands, and I got a few people I'm really close to in the stands, and that's all I really give a shit about. Everybody else is just noise. So my people are here to watch, and that's why I plan on putting a show for us.
Do you feel like this would be the biggest win of your career, regardless of the stakes, regardless of the playoff format? Do you feel like taking out Shane Burgos would be the biggest debut so far?
I fought bigger names. I fought, you know, world champions. I beat world champions. So we're trying to take out OAM in the championship.
And then lastly, I saw on your Instagram twice you put out a quote that said, "Today's pain is tomorrow's power." I was wondering, what does that quote mean to you, if you could elaborate on it at all?
Dealt with a lot of pain as of recently in my life, and we've turned it into fuel for the fire. So
Thank you, man. Good luck.
Clay, oh, you can go. I'll go after.
I just wanted to say, man, I'm loving the shirt right now. What came with the idea for you to inspire to make that?
one of the media guys, I was hoping he was going to be here. I guess he's going to be here Wednesday, but I got him one. If you want to pick one up, thecrimsonchin.com. Yeah, you know, I usually have a big red beard, you know, so I got a chin on me, the Crimson Chin, baby. Let's go.
Clay, you've grown up in the state of Utah and you fought a lot there. What influence has the place you've grown up in had on your fight career?
I mean, my coach is from Utah. I boxed in Utah growing up my entire life. Like, Utah's made me who I am today, and I'm one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. So I guess Utah helps contribute to that.
Love it. One more from me. There's so many intriguing clashes of styles in the PFL playoffs. What do you think is the best base for MMA and why?
The best base is a well-rounded one. You can't be a one-trick pony. We've seen what happened with Bubba Jenkins. You know, his takedown didn't work. He got beat up.
Understood. Best of luck.
What's up, Clay? This is your third fight in about 4 months. Talked to some other fighters. Other fighters are enjoying the tournament format. Others not so much. I wanted to hear what you had to say about that.
I've been one of the most active fighters since the start of my career. I think I've boxed like 11 times in a year, so I like fighting. I like fighting a lot. I think it suits me well.
Awesome. And the last one from me, I wanted to see if you had any thoughts about the outcome of the Schultz and Manfield fight, and kind of how all that played out.
I mean, the computer system had Hosh throwing 4 punches in the first round. Like, that's pathetic to me. I throw more than 4 punches in the first 10 seconds. So, you know, PFL made the decision to kick him out of there. Here comes Shane Burgos, and now we got an exciting main event, right?
Clay, you mentioned there that you were asked about that Instagram post, and you kind of took pause for a second before saying you've come through some pain. Do you mind elaborating on what kind of stuff you've been through?
I'd honestly really rather not. Yeah, I want the fight to be focused on me fighting and me winning, not the shit I've been dealing with in my personal life. So those who know, those who don't, you'll find out, I guess, eventually.
Yeah, just one last comment over here, Clay. I feel like your style is like a quiet storm. You know, in person, you know, with us, you're very stoic, but in the cage, you know, it's the total opposite. How do you feel about that? Just with your, it's almost like a dual personality.
I'm a different person in the cage, man. That switch flips, and it's, my coach was telling me, man, the look in your eyes changes. He's like, the fight day, you know, you start warming up in the back. He's like, I've never looked into anybody's eyes, and their eyes look different. So he just told me that the other day. So I don't know. I love to fight. I love to tune into that, you know, that dog deep down inside of me, and
Is it?
just who I am.
Is that a switch that you consciously flip, or you think just once the fight is near, kind of?
I think it just happens, man.
Yeah, just who you are.
If you won the Grand Prix in the tournament and the PFL said you could either have $1 million or you never have to speak to the media again as long as you live, which one would you choose?
I like talking to you guys.
I was gonna say, you look like you might have had that look in your
I know,
eyes when you're talking to these guys.
Yeah, no, I like talking to you guys. It's fun. Music's fun. You know, sometimes I want to pull the whole Conor McGregor type antics and shit, but it's just not me. But yeah, you know, happy to be here.
Last one for me. I'm curious. With the shirt, Nickelodeon, have they sent a cease and desist yet? No copyright issues
Not
with
yet.
the character? Not
He's
yet.
got a mustache. So,
Completely different. Yeah.
yeah, he's got a mustache.
All good.
Beautiful.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate it.